Hi guys, welcome to Simplifying Social Media. Today's guest is Krys Benjamin. Did I say it right?
It's perfect.
Yeah. He is of estate.Krys Real Estate Group in Southern California. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me.
So we're going to jump right in. So tell us a little bit about the role social media plays in your real estate business.
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you for having me, by the way. I love what you're doing. I think it's so valuable, the support you provide to our industry. I think agents really need the encouragement. Yeah, for you, it's a beautiful angle and a beautiful service you're providing. So keep it up.
Thank you.
I really believe in the social media content. I really believe in the video marketing. So to answer your question shortly, it plays a daily role in our business. I kind of think it is a pillar that our team relies on. We're kind of like a video first real estate team, the same way that I think some groups lean in on mailers, some groups really lean in on these like mega open houses.
Yeah.
We've sort of like carved our niche and found a rhythm with video marketing. So for me personally, it's equal as important as like prospecting. It's equal as important as following up on our escrows. It's equally as important as every other prong of the business. And I'm doing it every single day. So like when I start my day, this is my mini hack. I feel like I can only make so many important decisions. So that's why I normally work out in the morning. That's why I prospect in the morning. That's why I generally create my content in the morning.
Yeah.
So every day, pretty much from 9:30 to 10:30, you can find me on the phones. And pretty much from like 10:30 to 11:30 or 12, you'll find me working on a caption or a post or whatever is going to be pushed out that day. And I really don't like to skip a day. Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. Yeah. You need that balance.
Yeah. So that's kind of the crazy part is you don't realize how much work it is. It's one thing to create the content. It's another thing to like write the copy for the content. And now it's a whole nother machine to publish it everywhere. I did not even realize the task it was to share everything every single day. That's a job in and of itself.
Yeah. It's a really good point because I feel like I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, when are these platforms going to get it together and they all take the same size, like whatever? And I think it's a strategic thing that they're doing to us. But
I think that's absolutely right. I do try to, without like losing the audience, I do try to leverage the Facebook ads manager because you can obviously post on Facebook and Instagram through the ads manager, but it's not exactly the same. And for example, you couldn't post an Instagram reel through the ads manager. So there are different layers. Yeah, it's like you want to use the hacks that they give you, but to optimize the stuff, you kind of have to do it organically.
Absolutely. And I think it's coming. Like I think the reels is coming on Facebook, right?
It is. It's officially on Facebook. I just learned this. But I don't know if it's part of the ads manager yet.
I don't think it's part of the ads manager. It's on, they just launched it on Facebook, but you bring up a really good point. Like I'm finding in the past couple of months, it's like every day it's like, oh, this has changed. Like you got to figure it out. Like, but it's also really exciting because there's a lot of new opportunities that come with the change in algorithm.
Absolutely.
So kind of piggybacking off of that, how long have you been on social media and what platforms do you leverage?
My background before I transitioned into real estate is I'm an attorney by trade. And when I was practicing, I thought it was very taboo to sort of be on social media. So when I was in college, I had a Facebook, I had an Instagram. In law school, I was loving Instagram. And then after my first year, it was like, nah, you got to get off the internet because you don't want people to see, I don't know, my tattoos, just to like know this other side of me.
Right.
So when I switched gears and joined the business or got into the business, I went to a Tom Ferry seminar, like my role model, mega coach. I'm so inspired by him. But he said, what can you do for the business? And it was like, make videos. So to answer your question, I started making one video a week in February of 2019.
Okay.
So December of like 2018, I think I started an Instagram account, but wasn't really posting. I just was like, let's make this account. February of 2020, I committed to one video a week. And then in October of 2020, COVID had settled in pretty much, is when I had committed to posting every single day. So October 1st, 2020 was day one of posting 5 days a week up until October 2021, just about.
Okay, so when you made that shift to posting daily, what happened?
Yeah, shit explode. Everything exploded.
Okay.
But it didn't explode overnight. And I think
Yeah.
that's the part that, I mean, to be honest, a year sort of feels like overnight. Everything takes a little bit of time, and to find my voice, to find sort of what worked for me, took a little bit. And to be honest, after 1 year, I'm only now beginning to audit everything we've done, because you really need to give anything you do in your business an opportunity to work. So
Right.
it's like, if you're going to dump 10 grand a month into mailers, you can't just mail for 1 month. And everybody knows that. And if you're going to lean into this video business, you can't just make a video for 1 month. You really got to commit to it for 12 months. You really got to commit to it for 18 months. And honestly, I think with video specifically, this is like top of the funnel. And we'll get there with the questions. I don't want to get off tangent like topic, but the video marketing, a lot of it is top of the funnel trust building. Like, come get to know me. It's not shoot to kill, call me today. Very different than a pay-per-click ad. Very different than a, hey, just listed poster. Do you know somebody that wants this house?
Yeah.
So to answer you, I think the question was, when did you start and where do you post?
The question was like, what, when you decided to commit to posting every day, what was the change that you saw?
Oh, for sure, like the trust building, for sure, like the DMs. My mom, Nahid, my partner, really the GOAT in the industry. I have been helping with her social media since I joined her in 2018. She has been posting, we have been posting consistently on her platform for more than 18 months now, every single day. And I'm really like kind of neurotic about making sure I show up every single day. But to be honest, I would say that more than 70% of our business is coming from social media. And what I mean by that is not direct, random, hey, I just saw your video. It's coming from social media in the sense that it's sort of a warm referral, that they come to us through a DM rather than a phone call.
Yeah.
So it's like, I went to high school with you. I'm sorry, I helped you, Tammany, buy a house. You have a friend from high school that you haven't spoken to in I don't know how many years. You decided to share one of my videos. You decided to share something that we did during the process. And then your friend hits me up before she hits you up.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I think that's how the business has changed, because before it's like you get a text message, you get a call, hey, I got somebody that's thinking about this. And now it's like they bypass the referral. They just come straight to us. And I think the reason why I believe in video daily is because you don't know when somebody wants to listen to your message. Like, I'm spending a lot of time on these videos, but I'm also very humble to recognize I'm 30 seconds in somebody's life. Shit, if they give me 30 seconds, that's a blessing. I'm like, I'm gonna scroll by. I'm 4 seconds in their life.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm 2 seconds in their life. So I really believe that showing up every day is so important, because I don't know what day you are ready to hear whatever thing I have to deliver about real estate. So I got to show up every single day and hope that you scroll by my stuff when you're ready to get the message. And, I try not to get caught up in the algorithm, but it's just like, I'm assuming 50% of the people following me don't even see my shit on the regular because they're not putting it in front of them. So it's like, yeah, I just think you got to show up every day. And it makes me feel good. Like the same way that I set my alarm to go to the gym. It's like, yeah, I did that. It's like, yes, I posted that. I'm proud of that. I checked it off for the day and I just keep it pushing. It's just part of my routine.
You're kind of blowing my mind right now, because as you were talking, I was realizing, like, I personally, my personality, I'm not a salesperson. I hate it. It makes me cringe. And I think
Sure.
that could be part of the reason that I am attracted so much to social media because, like you were saying, like it bypasses the whole sales piece almost, right?
Right.
Like they're watching you, they're getting to know you, they decide, hey, I want to work with this person. You've sold them. They
Right.
just like, what's next?
Totally. I think that is 100% accurate. The challenge is you have to be able to convert deals to keep the machine flowing. So
Yeah.
there's like two prongs to this. There's the top of the funnel, which is Instagram posts. Learn about what this is. Let me tell you about this. Get to know me. And then there's bottom of the funnel. Are you looking for a house in Southern California? Are you looking for a home that's 3 bedrooms plus? And those are a very different type of lead generation machine. So I don't want to mislead you. We are doing a lot of, and this is kind of like where it gets technical, we're doing a lot of trust building video content. But
Mm.
what you might not be seeing is like our Facebook lead generating ads. Like, are you a first time home buyer? Click this for your buyer's guide. Are you looking to buy in this area? Click this for a list of homes in San Bernardino. And obviously, once they click on it, the pixel attaches to their like device, and then now they start seeing all of our videos. So I
Yeah,
think it's a combination of both of those that is making us successful. So yeah, we
absolutely.
are separate from the videos that we post. We're also we're lead generating online.
Okay. And let's say you were talking about the funnel, how you're doing the trust building with the videos, you're using the pixel. I love the paid ad. I think that's a great way to leverage both. Once someone slides into your DMs, how do you don't give away all your secrets, but what
No,
would
no
be,
secrets. No secrets.
I
No
love it. I love
secrets.
it. How would you go about converting them? What's your guys' process to push them down the funnel that way?
Yeah. So my goal, set the appointment. Set in appointment. When COVID hit, it felt like a blessing because that is when the industry pivoted to virtual appointments.
Yeah.
And during like when COVID was really at its peak, at least in Southern California, nobody was doing in-person appointments. You could do like 30 buyer consults in a day because I'm just sitting on the Zoom, right? And
Yeah.
it was kind of like, I don't want to say it was a game, but I'm talking about there was nothing other than to hit the phones, and I was setting like 50 appointments a week. And my mom is just living on Zoom, buyer consult after buyer consult. So to answer your question, my goal is to set the appointment. So if I can start a conversation with somebody, when can we get on Zoom to talk? Or when can you get to the office to talk? Or if it's a seller, when can I go to your house? But my focus is to start a conversation. The phone is great, but Zoom is way better. And better than Zoom is in person. But I really need to get that direct message thread to some sort of conversation
Yeah.
because that's when you can really build trust. Like,
Absolutely.
did that answer your question as far as how to
You
convert them?
did. You did. I'm like, my mind is racing. Okay, I love
No.
it.
I'm kind of like
No,
my mind.
absolutely. It's your interview. So I'm gonna shift us a little bit to the next question, which I'm excited to hear your answer for. How do you go about deciding what to film and what to post? How does that process work for you?
More recently, my focus from a content making perspective is, can I make it into a reel? Can I make it vertical? Can I make it into a reel? And that has been, not challenging, but it changes the approach when we're making this content because I'm constantly thinking, how can I get this into this specific category? So high level, I'm focused on making reels.
Okay.
Anything that I can make into 60 seconds or less is what I am leaning into because I'm looking at the Instagram insights. And if there's like 26,000 people looking at me in a week, 22,000 are not following me, found me on a reel. I'm not talking about views. I'm talking about like the
Reach.
reach. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if they're looking at the reels, it's like the proof is in the pudding. Make more reels.
Mm-hmm.
Like make more reels. So I'm leaning pretty heavy into making reels. And ever since they can be 60 seconds or more, I feel like it's been a game changer, because in 60 seconds, you can deliver a lot of different messages, or at least in 60 seconds, it will force you to be able to synthesize a message into a way that the consumer will understand.
Mm.
So this doesn't answer your question, but the truth about making videos that I think is important for agents is, as you are making content, you are going to educate yourself. That is a part of the business that I don't think a lot of agents are doing as far as educating themselves. So it's like, if I'm going to make a video about what are your market statistics, you damn well better know I know exactly how many listings are in Whittier in the month of October. I know how many pending sales there are. It's forcing me to be this like expert in whatever
Yeah.
it is I'm making a video about. So I think, yeah, that was sort of off topic, but I think the videos encourage education, which is one thing I like. I go to other accounts looking for inspiration, to be honest. So there's a lot of agents I really love what they're doing, and I try to figure out how to make it my own. So for example, the broke agent. Who doesn't follow the broke agent and love what Eric is doing? He's killing it, right? And I'm inspired by him. So one thing that I will do is find a meme that is inspiring, that tickles my fancy. And how can I put myself in the meme? A picture is
Yeah.
cool, but like, what if I made that joke of a meme? He shared one of my videos, right? He shared one of my videos of me answering 3 phones in the shower. That video was inspired by a picture he posted of a lady in the shower answering 3 phones. That's it. That's all it was. It was like,
I
put me in
love
the.
it.
So I don't think the ideas are far away for people to find. You just have to be putting on your content creating hat. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I really believe everyone can do, but it's exercising a muscle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I wouldn't want to play LeBron James in basketball because he plays basketball every single day. I don't think somebody that's just beginning to create content should compare themselves to what I'm doing or to what Nahid is doing, because I've been posting every single day for 365 days. It's just like an unfair comparison, you know?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, so so yeah, I think I get inspiration from other accounts. And then my last little hack as far as where I come up with the ideas is, I have an iPhone, I have my notepad app, and if I'm struck by inspiration, I have to write it down. So like, if I'm talking to a buyer, or if I'm talking to my fiance, or if I'm watching something, or I read an article, I mean, Yahoo, you can judge me if you want, but like, Yahoo is still one of my home pages on my internet browser. And those articles are like designed to capture your attention. So you would like, I mean, like every single day, Yahoo is posting, I don't know how many articles about real estate. You
Right.
could just take one of those articles and read it, and it would be a dynamite video.
Yeah.
I think that answers your question.
Yeah. No, what I really got from what you were saying is, don't recreate the wheel, right? I feel like the biggest shift to reels has been overwhelming for some, because maybe it seems like this whole brand new thing when it's not really. Like in the past, yeah, your value was in your caption,
Right.
and you had to post like a pretty picture to stop the scroll and get them to read the caption. And now you have this whole other avenue of getting your message across. You could literally go back and copy all your best performing captions and make a reel about it. Like, I love what you're saying about just, it forces you to do the research. It forces you to have the knowledge. A lot of the stuff that I post, I find online and just talk about it, like you just said.
Right.
And I love your perception of it, because I agree. I don't think it needs to be this big daunting task. I think a lot of people get really overwhelmed because there's so many options.
Right. I think that is like a real estate pitfall, and maybe it's like the sales business in general, but it's a group of high performers. And these performers want to perform immediately.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to wait for it. So I don't want to say everybody is chasing the shiny object, but Reels is a shiny object.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to figure out what they can do to convert an escrow today. And if there's like anything that people need to get from these presentations is like, you can't be focused on the escrow tomorrow. You have to be thinking about what this is building in 18 months.
Yeah.
It's not the place to be like, call me today, call me today, call me today, call me today. It's much more the place, call me when you're ready to communicate, because you trust me and you know that I'm going to know you. So yeah, it's like the slow growth. Like, it's been dope what we've been able to accomplish in a year, Tammany, but wait till you see what we accomplish in 5 years.
I love that.
Like,
do you know off the top of your head your numbers for 2021 yet so far?
Yeah, this will be our biggest year ever. We are at 101 pending and closed transactions. We are a little bit over like 65 million in volume. And I think we're going to get to maybe 125, 130. And it wasn't on accident. I don't know what to say. Like, I show up every day. My mom shows up every day. We have our team with us. Ness, my cousin, is now a buyer's agent that's like really leaning into it. The rest of the squad, Bea, Oscar, and Rain at the office, like, we've really been working on this machine. But I think none of this shit is on accident. Like, this was designed. Like, I don't know what else to say other than,
no, I love it.
We set the intention.
Yes.
And it's just like, you show up. At the end of the year is no different, so whatever you need to encourage yourself. So like, we're trying to hit this 130 transaction goal by the end of the year. And it's like, how can we get there? Money incentivizes people. So I told the team, if you guys track the calls that you have to make every single day, make the calls and you track them, one, and then you hit the total call count at the end of the month, I'll give each one of you guys $500. I said, if you accomplish it, like, we'll take you all to Vegas. I have all these things trying to motivate them. Yeah, I told Ness I would give her $2,000 if she opens 3 escrows, like, whatever it takes to get people to show up. But my point is, do not throw up the video with no plan.
Yeah. Okay. So how big is your team, first of all? Like, how many total people?
Yeah. So full-time sales is Nahid and myself.
Okay.
Ness, my cousin, used to be our transaction coordinator. She is really stepping into the sales. Like, 2021 has really been like her leaning into it. And that's where the Facebook lead generation and Google and YouTube lead stuff has really been helping, because now it's like, how can I provide for more people? Like, how can I get business for other agents?
Yeah.
So that's kind of, for agents, it's like 2, almost 3. And then as far as support staff, we have Oscar in the office, who is like admin, but he really is wonderful and does so many things. We have Bea in the office. She's our transaction coordinator. So she's only handling escrows. Right now I think we have 12 open escrows, so she keeps pretty busy.
Yeah.
And then for social media, amongst other things, but I do leverage her with social media, we have my beautiful Rain. And I don't like to call her a virtual assistant, because it's like, she's a real person. I call her my international assistant, but she's in the Philippines, and she helps me with like posting everything, because it's become a lot of work,
Yeah.
So I put everything in Dropbox. Like, this is like my social media hack. I handle my Instagram and I handle Nahid's Instagram. I take whatever the content is, as well as the caption, and I put it in Dropbox for her to get access to.
Yeah.
She then takes that content and posts it on Facebook Personal, Facebook Business, Google My Business. For anybody that's not on Google My Business, get on Google My Business. GMB is like probably where I'm leveraging or hedging all my bets. So all the hundreds of Zillow reviews we have, we have reached out to get to Google My Business. I don't know how many we're at. I hope we're at 100 now, but the goal is to get everything to Google. And then the same way we post daily on Instagram, we post every single day on Google My Business.
Interesting.
Every single day.
What have you seen coming from that?
Well, our calls have gone up. Like this last month, it said we got 19 calls from Google. That was more than we ever have before. But the Google My Business, we've really been pushing probably the last 3 months. So I don't know how much, I don't have enough data, I think, to say how beneficial it's been.
Sure.
But it's also totally free. And I also believe it helps with like the search engine optimization stuff. Like if I'm putting all this shit on Google, when you search something, I got to believe it's helping. So she posted on Google My Business. She posts it on LinkedIn. YouTube Shorts, you have to do it from a mobile device. So she's not able to do that for me. TikTok, she can't do that for me. And the last place that this is a lot of effort, but this is where she comes in, is every single post is turned into a blog on our website. So if you go to our website and you click on the blog, you'll see a thumbnail of whatever piece of content that was. And then you'll see a caption reading like a blog. And if you click on it, it will take you to Instagram to watch the video.
That's like a well-oiled machine. I love it.
And then the last place is the weekly content recap. So we were really trying to figure out how to give the audience, our clients, more meaningful emails, more meaningful email blasts, because for a long time we're sending the same garbage everybody is sending, like how to declutter, how to get ready for spring, how to do this, how to do that. And I'm not trying to hate on that stuff, but everybody knows that we didn't come up with it. Everybody knows it's like a canned piece of paper that is just like not helpful.
Right.
So now we have something called the weekly video content recap. We email it every Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. And it is everything Nahid and I have posted that week. So you don't have to go anywhere, but you have an email with that week's content.
Wow.
Was that heavy? I didn't come up with
it. I'm just like, I have so many ideas now.
Yeah, take them, run with them. Like there ain't no secret sauce in this. Like everybody is, I welcome everybody that watches this, that likes what we're doing. Tom Ferry says R&D, rip off and duplicate. You like my videos? Make them your videos. You like the way I say it? Put my shit with captions and read my words and make it exact. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I'm flattered. Like, they're not in it to learn escrow. They're in it to learn escrow from me.
Yeah.
Like you can Google Whittier Market Snapshot, but you want to hear it from me. And that's the part that like the agents need to understand is like they need to build the relationship with you. And that's why it don't matter where you find the idea. You are the content. You are the video. That's how I feel.
I'm scared to ask anymore because my mind might explode. No, in a good way. In a good way. Like I have so many ideas.
Yeah.
This is just a personal question. For the Google My Business, are you posting videos?
Mm-hmm.
The same thing that you're posting on Reels?
Posting the same thing I'm posting on Reels. The other thing that we are doing when we have them is listings, post them as products. You can post like a product on Google My Business. Why not post a house you're selling? The content we post them as updates. Like Google My Business allows you to post like a business update. Like every single day, we have 2 updates. They are our content,
And those are getting views.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now just figure out how to leverage everything you're doing. Like we're spending so much time making videos.
Right.
I'm going to put them everywhere that I can.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my next question. Are you editing on the Instagram app? No, you're editing on a different software.
Yeah. So I am not editing anything. Okay. Too much time, too difficult. I will do some basic stuff when I need it ASAP and I don't want to wait on like the guys that help me make videos. So most all the editing is done out of the house. However, what I will do now based on what I read and listen to is use the editing captions to put sometimes in organic copy on the video. Does that make sense?
No.
So like, you can like make a reel and then put words on the screen.
Mhm, mhm.
Sometimes I will add words on the screen in the app just to like
Got it,
try
got
to
it, got
help
it, got it.
better, because that's what I've been told.
Yeah. No, I'm actually seeing that too. Like if I put text on the video on an outside editor, it does not perform as well for whatever reason if I were to use the Instagram editor. So that's an
Right. So
interesting thing too.
what I do to, and this is like a hack, is I have my video guys make the video with the text on screen. And the reason why is because I am posting it in multiple places that don't always give me the ability to put text on screen. And I
Okay.
can't waste my time trying to like
Yeah.
do. So they'll post it with text on screen and it just gets pushed the way they made it on LinkedIn. But when I post it on an Instagram reel, I will write whatever they wrote and just put it right on top.
Yeah.
So it looks exactly the same, but
Yep. Yep.
for Instagram, they think I wrote it.
Yeah, absolutely. One last tip. One last tip and then we'll end.
Oh, what's one last tip that I can give to people?
Yep.
Oh, my Lanta.
Putting
Okay,
on the spot.
a really quick one without, and then I'll give you like the real one. The
Okay.
really quick one is collaborate with people.
Mm.
One thing that I am learning is you will go much further with other people. So if there are businesses, nonprofits, friends that are involved in organizations, anything that you like, collaborate and make videos with them, because it is the most organic way to get in front of people that you want to be in front of, to build that natural trust. We're doing stuff with restaurants, we're doing stuff with like YouTube figures, we're doing stuff with artists, and this is not a turn into a transaction tomorrow. However, I really do believe it's going to cultivate into these relationships with audiences that I wouldn't be able to get in front of without that person. So whoever you like, whatever restaurant you like going to, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Ask them to make a video with you. Go in there. Hey, this is my favorite dish here. Check out the spot. Next thing you know, somebody else that eats there is hitting you up. It works. So collaborate with people. The second thing that I would say, that wasn't as short as I meant it to be. I can just end it with that.
No, I want to hear.
Commit to what your goal is and don't let go. So what I mean by that is, how many days a week do you want to show up on social media? No judgment. Do you want to show up once a week? Do you want to show up 3 times a week? Do you want to show up 7 times a week? Do you want to show up twice a day, 4 times a week? High level, how many days a week am I going to post? And then you reverse engineer, right? So for me personally, I'm posting 20 times a month, 5 days a week, 4 weeks a month. That's 20 videos, right? So now I know I don't just have to make videos, I have to make 20 videos.
Right.
Okay, how do I make 20 videos? Well, I know that I'm not going to think of a one video every single day, so maybe I write out 20 ideas. And now I have all my ideas. I got my content. Beautiful. All right, now let's schedule, when am I going to shoot my 20 videos? Without like losing them, commit to what you want to show up and do, and reverse engineer what you have to do to get there. I don't film every single day. I only film twice a month. And on those 2 days a month, I film all my content. That's it. And that's how I stay consistent. But when I go up to shoot, I know I better get 20 videos. Like my goal is 20 videos.
Yeah.
And that's how I operate. And when I'm going to start, I don't know when it will happen, but when it's time to do 2 posts a day or 7 days a week, like whenever I'm ready to commit to that, I'll reevaluate how much content I need to create and go from there.
Love it.
Was that helpful?
Yes. Times a bajillion.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. You have a number 1 fan, so.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
We will talk soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you need, you know where to find me, Krys Benjamin, @Krys Benjamin. whatever ideas, whatever I can do to help, I really mean it. Like, I love what you're doing and all the value you give to people.
Thank you. That was actually, I should have asked, I forgot. Where can people find you on social media?
Yeah, so everywhere I am just my name, Krys
Okay.
Benjamin, or at Krys Benjamin. And then our website is our team, estate.Krys.com. But if anybody wants to get a hold of me, shoot me a DM and I respond to everybody.
And it's Krys, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Krys Benjamin.
Perfect.
Benyamin. It's long.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Krys.
You're welcome, Tammany. So nice to meet you.
You too. Have a great
Bye.
day. Bye.